If you love Forex trading, then you're at the right place. Hi, my name is Gary Fichardt, and we're going to take a look at the weekly outlook. But this video is going to be a little bit different than we've done previous videos. In fact, we're going to go ahead and look at market direction, but we're going to use a trading system to be able to deploy it in that direction. What am I talking about? I'm talking about hybrid trading. If you've never heard of that before, then pay attention and watch this video because it's going to be real exciting to show you how you can get involved in trading with very little work. In fact, very little education of exactly how to trade. All you have to do is know exactly how to find directional buys, which we'll teach. And of course, the next thing you need to know is how to be able to identify which direction to deploy the automated system. So pay attention to what I'm going to say to you in this video because it's really going to change the way you look at trading. We're going to go through all of those details right after this. Alright, so I wasn't kidding about making things simple, right? Keeping things simple. So what do we need to do first? We need to identify directional buyers. Once we identify directional buyers, then we can go ahead and deploy a trading system towards a certain target or in a direction until the market gets to that level. And all we're doing is allowing the system to do all the heavy lifting for us. So let's go ahead and get started because, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, right? And so let's go ahead and take a look at exactly how we look at the markets every week and how we take all the heavy lifting and weigh it all on the automation instead of us actually doing the work. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to go ahead and firstly take a look at the calendar for the week. And if we take a look at the calendar for the week, we'll notice that there is a news report coming out this evening. It's Monday, 2nd of March, and we have the cash rate coming out. So we're going to get some movement in the Aussie dollar. And if we actually look at the technicals may be telling us that price may want to go ahead and start bouncing back up again. All right, we're getting a lot of support and resistance on these particular pairs. And so it's important for us to understand that markets move in cycles. And when it does, it finds support and resistance where we can trade off. Now, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. We're going to be a support and resistance trader. We want to be able to buy off support, sell off resistance constantly. And you'll see as I do my technical analysis, it's very simple concepts, right? It's not that complicated, not too complex. It's very simplified when I look at the markets from a support and resistance level. And then once I've established those levels, then we can take what we've put into an automation and go ahead and deploy it either bullish or bearish. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got here. So we've got Aussie, the Aussie news rate. It looks like they're going to be cutting the rates this evening, which could be a negative move to the downside on the Aussie, but also at the same time it could be a positive. It could be what the market's looking for. Although it looks like cutting rates is a negative point, it may come out in the RBA rate statement that, hey, listen here, we're expecting to drop rates because this is going to help do X, Y, Z. And doing that, cutting the rates, stimulating the economy, allowing more spending, all of that could be a positive thing that the market's actually asking for. And so this could be a turnaround where we could see actually Aussie starting to strengthen a little bit based on this news. Now, if you look at the rest of the week, we have ADP numbers coming out. We've got Bank of Canada rate decision. There you can see overnight rate. They expect to keep the rates unchanged. Now, that may change as we're starting to see the Aussies are really starting to make a change in their rates. By cutting rates, and I believe if you look at the consensus around the US dollar, it looks like the US Feds, are looking to possibly even start looking to cut rates too. They're only going to come in around about the 18th of March, and they're going to go ahead and talk about their rate decision, and it looks like there may be a rate cut coming up in the next couple of weeks here in the US. And so the Aussies are actually taking on the first step. They leading the pack based on the rate decisions starting this month. And if we go ahead and continue to see down below here, we do have employment change, unemployment rates, all that good stuff out here in the US. One of the biggest fundamentals that's, well, I would say 10 years ago, all right, maybe even more than that. In fact, I lie. It's been so long I sometimes forget, but back in 2003, 2004, the non-farm payrolls used to be one of the better rate decisions that we used to trade. All right, I don't trade them as much now. I just look at the data and figure out what the markets are trying to tell us from the news point of view. But really, I focus more on the technicals because it's the technicals that we really want to pay attention to. Right, the fundamentals are just helping support the technicals, but it's not really the leading indicator anymore. The fundamentals don't really lead the market. It's the technicals that do, so we can anticipate what the market's going to do before the news comes out based on what the technicals are saying. So we do have the non-farm payroll coming out this week, and as you can see right here, we're looking at the number shown a little bit weaker than expected. So that could be a downside turn on the dollar. So we're going to have to take a look at the dollar, right, and see what the dollar's set up for. If the dollar is looking bearish and the news looks like it's setting up fundamentally bearish too, well, there you go. There's the news supporting the technicals, right? So let's jump into the technicals and go ahead and take a look and see how we're going to trade this week, all right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off. We've got 28 currency pairs we can go ahead and cover, but you'll see I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. It's not going to be sitting on each currency pair for too long. And I want to make sure that this is a standard right through. If something is not setting up the way you'd like to go ahead and see it, all right? If the markets are setting up, or at least the technicals are setting up, that it's not really giving you a clear indication of whether or not you should be buying or selling right now, then do yourself a favor. Don't do anything. Stand aside. You don't have to get in and trade it, all right? So we're going to go ahead and take a look, make a decision, and we're going to go ahead and trade it, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. So starting off here at the top, the Aussie Canadian. Now remember, we've got some Aussie data coming out this evening, and we said that this could be positive, right? It could be positive. So we could see price working its way to the upside. So I've got to wait it out. Because I'm a trend trader, I'm using a trend-based trading system, I've got to wait for price to come back to resistance in order to be able to trade it, right? We're not really at support here. We got a hidden level of support here at the 127 of a fib extension, which tells me that we're in a wave structure of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I just don't want to get too technical on this, so I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, we're not at support and resistance, so I'm going to stand aside on the Aussie CAD, right? Now, I may be expecting a rally. So if you're a short-term trader, sure, go ahead. Start thinking about possible upside moves. But I'm saying, for me, I'm going to stand aside. I'm looking for price to go ahead and move back up to resistance, and then I'm going to go ahead and look to trade that. Let's go to the Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss is actually in a little bit of a different position. And the reason why I'm saying that, because take a look over here. If I go ahead and extend this right here, we can see that we're at support, right? We're at a support level right here. So what do I want to do on the Aussie Swiss? I want to look to buy back up to resistance, right? I can see we're clearly at support right here based on this trend. I'm expecting price to move back up. Now, if you look at the overall trend, right, the overall trend is down, right? It is bearish, all right? So this is trading slightly against the trend, and so we're trading the correction move for price to move back up to resistance, all right? And so if I go ahead and take a look at my trading system right here, and I look at the Swiss, let's go ahead and see if I can find Aussie Swiss right here. Oh, I've actually got it open up right here. And I go into my EA, I want to go ahead and take a look right here. Here's my EA. It says that I only want to go ahead and buy only. And that's actually the way I want to do it. I only want to go ahead and buy. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it deployed, bullish, and I'm in the right direction. Okay, so I'm good. I want to be bullish only on this. And that's the way I'm going to go ahead and trade it. Now look here. That's how long did it take me to analyze this pair? It took me within 30 seconds, if not, all right, if not less than that, all right, 30 seconds. I went ahead and I looked at the daily time frame. I established the market direction, right, which is support, looking to buy, and I went to my trading system and I went ahead and made sure that the trading system is now bullish only. I only want to go ahead and look to buy. Okay. Now, if I wasn't going to trade at all, I'll just go ahead and simply move that to EA and remove the chart out of the equation, and I wouldn't look at that at all. So because I'm still active on that, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Let's go take a look at some other trades. So Aussie JPY. Take a look at the Aussie JPY right here very quickly. Do we see ourselves at support or resistance? I'm going to go ahead and pull up this trend line. All right, here's a trend line going across from the top to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put a parallel line here. Here I see there was support here. Price traded right through that. Let's see if I can get anything else over here. I don't see support there. So I'm not getting a very clear place of support right here. So guess what? Stand aside. Now, I may be selling on this previously. Let's go ahead and take a look at my EA. My EA, and I'm going to look over here to see if I can find Aussie JPY. Here we go. Aussie JPY. Let's see if we buying or selling on this. And this one right here, actually we're looking to buy long. Now, I complete a document on this every single week. And so I'm going to go ahead and review and see exactly why I've decided to go ahead and buy on this. So let's go to this document. Aussie JPY right here. I'm going to go all the way to the left here. And actually I'm going to drop this to 75 so I can see more data. There we go. And I'm going to go all the way to the left right here. I'm going to see here, what is it saying? It says that I'm testing support at 72.40, looking for a bullish bounce. 72.40. All right, let's take a look here. 72.40. Man, we are so far 74. That's right here. So definitely things have changed. All right, definitely things have changed. Now, do I expect price to go back up? Probably, but I'm trending against the overall trend. I would rather prefer to go ahead and sell at the backside of this trend line and trade in the direction of the trend instead of trying to guess where the support level's at, because we don't want to go ahead and try and pick the bottom, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and change this, and I'm going to eliminate this EA. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from my charts right here. I'm going to eliminate the actual chart itself, and I'm not going to pay attention to that anymore, all right? Let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be Aussie New Zealand dollar. Now, Aussie New Zealand dollar is a no-brainer. We can see Aussie at support here. We can see a long ways to the upside that price can move to. So I want to go ahead and buy. So I've gone ahead and actually deployed, I believe, a larger, what I call a gear up approach, which is on a 4-hour time frame. And let's see here. If I go ahead and move to, there it is there, Aussie New Zealand dollar. Actually, let's take a look here. And I am buying right here. All right, so buying only on this one right here. I'm going to make some changes to this. In fact, let's do this. Let's see if I'm in a trade. Aussie, New Zealand dollar. No trade on this. What I'm going to go ahead and do is remove this one right here. I'm going to remove all the text that we have here, which are the objects on this as well. Delete that. Clean slate. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load another buy only here. Buy only EA right here. I've got it set on the 1 hour. I can change that to the 4 hour by simply upgrading the time frames. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the time frames right here, and I'm just going to change the time frames from, let's see here. I'm going to change that to the 4 hour. And I'm going to change this one right here to 4 hour as well. And this will be 1 hour. And this will be 4 hours. So I'm changing everything I've got here is 1 hour to 4 hour right here. And I don't need that, and I don't need that. All right, cool. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to buy only on this. So there you can see buying only option right here. I only want to buy on this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay that, and again that is on the 4 hour time frame. So I'm looking for a 4 hour opportunity, which means a gear up approach to my normal way of trading. My normal way of trading is trading off the using the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. In this case now I'm using the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame for trading opportunities. All right, so and the reason why I'm doing that is because we've got a very large range. As you can see right here, we've got a lot of room to the upside right here. We've got about 850 pips. And then we've got about 170 pips down here as a support level. So I'm making sure that I've got my stop at the furthest place, but also allowing the market to go ahead and extend to the upside if it does take off. Let's go ahead into Aussie US dollar. Here we go, Aussie US dollar. Again, look at the trend lines. All right. If we're not at support and resistance, then step away. We're not at support, we're not at resistance, move away. So this is Aussie US dollar. I want to take a look at what we had before. before we are standing aside on this one right here. You can see here, stand aside, and I'm going to continue. Continue stand aside on the Aussie US dollar this week. Now, we could, again, let's not forget that I am anticipating a possible move in the Aussie. If the news comes out as I expect it to be, a slightly positive, even though the cutting rate, then we could see a rally in the Aussie. If we see a rally in the Aussie, that's great. That's what we want. We want to see an increase or at least a rally to be able to get back to resistance and then start selling off again, because long term, we're seeing the Aussie bearish. And that's what we want to do. We do want to sell bearish long term, but we're looking for the short term rally. All right, short term correction. Okay. All right. Going back to the next chart. This is the Canadian Swiss franc. Canadian Swiss franc, we've just broken out of the support level. Now, if it breaks out of support, what are we going to wait for? Wait for it to come back to resistance. So as it comes back to resistance, it's not quite there yet, but when it comes back to resistance, we can start deploying bearish. All right. This is the Canadian Swiss. I want to make sure I don't have a trade on Canadian Swiss. Let's see here. No Canadian Swiss. And let's see if we got an open situation right here. Canadian Swiss. There we go. I've actually got the system running right here. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see what we were doing on this. We were looking to buy, but because we've blown through that support, we're not at that support level again. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this out the way. Oops, sorry. Remove this EA out the way. Clear it up. Delete this one right here. And this is changing. So if I look at my records here, CAD, this is the Canadian Swiss right here. We said we want to buy at support. This is going to change. All right. This is definitely going to change. Nowhere do I want to buy anymore because we've broken through the support. Notice right here. All right. This was our game plan last week, to buy over here. But because price has moved through this level, now I'm going to look for price to move back up to retest resistance, and I'm going to go ahead and look to sell. So that's going to change completely to a sell option only. All right, you get the picture? Okay, this is how we're going to trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at some, let's go to Euro Aussie right here. I'm going to skip a few. Euro Aussie. Now, Euro Aussie is on its way to resistance. All right, we were looking to buy on this towards the top. All right, now, because the market has rallied the way it is, we're now looking for resistance to sell it back to support. And if we don't find resistance, all right, and we decide to stay away from that, then we look for support, buy at support, look to trade back up again. All right, look for the dips and then trade it back up again. So I want to stand aside on Euro Aussie as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look over here. Euro Aussie, do we have any trades in on Euro Aussie? Unless I'm buying, which I don't think I am, then Euro Aussie, I'm on the sideline. Let's go take a look. Here's Euro Aussie right here. What was I doing on the Euro Aussie? I was looking to sell at resistance. That's not happening anymore. I'm going to delete that. All right. Simply remove that. I'm on the sideline on this one right here. Okay. I'm not going to trade it anymore until I get to support. All right. Wait for just to get to support. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. Euro CAD. Euro CAD is going to set up right here. All right, and so we've got these downward. Let's go ahead and put some trend lines in here. Oh, hang on, there's a trend line, my bad. Let's go ahead and move it up over here. All right, so there it is there. We connected on two highs, price is moving above that. Hey, listen here, what happens when we break through resistance? Break through resistance, wait for price to come back to support, and we're going to buy off support. All right. So either price is going to do this. It's going to come back again, retest this, and then we're going to buy off here. All right. Or if it trades back below here, comes back to retest this, we're going to sell over here. You see how we use support and resistance and define where we're going to buy and sell? All right. That's what we're going to do. So if we're trading through resistance, then clearly we're not going to be looking to sell anymore. So if we have the EA looking to sell, what are we going to do? We are going to go ahead and stop. So Euro CAD. Let's take a look here. Euro CAD. We have Euro CAD open here. Let's take a look over here. Double check. Just double check all the numbers. Euro CAD. I thought I had it open. Let me just double check. Nope, nothing here. All right, fantastic. And I can actually go ahead and verify that we've got nothing by looking at the spreadsheet here. I'm going to EuroCAD, and you can see, yep, we stood aside. All right, and our reason for that is here, waiting for support to be tested. That's it. All right, that's simple. Not that complicated. We don't have to complicate things. We're waiting for the market to come back to support. Let's go to the next currency pair, the Euro Swiss. All right, Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss is at support right here. What do we should be doing? We should be looking to buy it back up. Now, there's two levels of support. All right, we've got support coming off this level right here, where we're at now. And then if price trades through this, we've got support coming off here. So we can buy here. If it doesn't work out, then buy here. And that should take us back up to the top of the range. So if we look at our EA, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be looking to buy Euro Swiss. All right, so let's go to Euro Swiss. And let's see here. I got no position. Oh, there it is. All right, so we actually got a trade in already. There it is. All right, so if I go to the EA, you can see it right here. EA Swissy. This is the Euro Swiss right here. Here is our position that we currently have. We see that we have one buy position in right here. We're up in profit right now, 0.4%. And we're looking to chase after a profit target here of, looks like 0.7%. All right, so we're looking for 0.7%. We were risking around about 0.25, I believe. 0.25 was the actual risk. Let's take a look here. Risk was, that's the benchmark, there it is there. Risk percentage was 0.25. So we've got 0.25% of the risk, and we're chasing after about 0.75 actually. So we're looking at about a risk reward ratio of 1 to 3. In fact, I believe that is part of the EA right here. And the ratio, there it is. Profit to risk is going to be 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. All right, so that is good, looking good. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, so we're looking for price. So look, we don't have to do anything. We've got our stops in place. We've got our target there. The EA is going to do what it needs to do to get us to our target. And if it gets up to this resistance here, we're going to go ahead and get the heck out of Dodge. All right, we're going to stop trading at that point. Let's go to Euro Pound. All right, Euro Pound came off the support down here. All right, what did we say we're going to do on the Euro Pound? Let's take a look here. Here's Euro Pound. We said it was sideways. We said we're going to buy off support, which we did. We started buying off support and going long on this. All right, and so if we go to this is where the support was, and this is what we're picking up right here. So we should be bullish, and we're trading this bullish. We're going to keep staying bullish on the Euro Pound all the way up here to 9,300. All right, we're going to go for 9,300. And we're going to pick up 3-to-1 risk-reward ratios as it keeps trading along the way. So let's take a look and see if we've got any open positions on this. Yes, we do. There's an open position right here. And it looks like we've only got the one position in. Yep, only the one trade. There's a trade. And we're chasing after our profit target. And we're currently in the money on that. All right, so we're okay with that. And if you're wondering right now, well, Big Dog, how is the strategy really doing? Are we doing good on the strategy? Is the strategy being profitable? All right, because I know that we've started implementing this in the beginning of February, and we started showcasing this and doing live sessions so that we can get traders to be able to build the confidence level and to see exactly what we're doing. Well, take a look over here. This is actually the track record so far. So far, up right here on the first month, you can see these are the trades that we're currently holding right now. And you can see that for the first month right here, we did pretty good for February. All right, 6.05%. All right, only risking 0.25% on each trade and trading with multiple entry points. And we managed to gain a 6.5%. What's great about the strategy is this is what's very important that traders don't know. This is a trend-based strategy. And if you look at the strike rate now, we've got a 72% strike rate. That means, traders, that out of all the trades that you're currently following, 72% of those trades are successful. Now think about it. This is a trend-based strategy. A trend-based strategy is really good to have a 72% strike rate. All right. And you know why we're getting good strike rate? It's because we're identifying the conditions that we're trading first before getting into the market. So when the market's sideways, we're making the decision to say, hey, stand aside. I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to go ahead and deploy my trading system because I know that a trend-based trading system will get beat up in a sideways market unless I approach it from a gear up, gear down approach, which means that I either go higher time frames and trade it or lower time frames and trade it for quicker profits. All right? So we have to make sure that we use technical analysis to decide on the directional bias, then deploy the EA in that direction. And if we find the market inside consolidation or the market conditions aren't quite trendy, then we have to make a decision: are we going to stand aside, or are we going to approach it from a gear up, gear down trading approach? All right. So those are things that we have to do. And and let me tell you something. If you combine these rules into your trading, you're going to find much better success in trading. And that's really what you're looking for, right? You're not just looking to go ahead and have something just automated. You want to be able to get involved in the process so that you can improve on the results rather than just pure automation. All right? Okay, good. Let's go ahead and continue. So the results are good. We're having good success out of this. So what we're doing right here is great. All right? So here is the euro pound, and we're going to continue to trade euro pound long. All right? Now let's go ahead and take a look at, and when I say that, which means I'm deploying my trading system bullish. Let's go to euro JPY. All right? Euro JPY right here. Oh, look at this, man. Big bearish candle down here, big bullish candle going up. And what was our decision on this? Let's take a look and see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in some fibs. Let's see, what have I done here? Actually, no. Let's delete some of these lines here. I don't need that. Let's do this. All right, so what we do have here is that price to go ahead and take out the low right here. We had a nice little pullback over here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in a trend line to establish the new trend. All right, so this is my new trend right now. Very important that we go ahead and put this in. All right, so what I'm going to do on this, it's very important, right? Remember something. Look, the overall direction, if I go ahead and deploy this right here, the overall direction on the Euro JPY is bearish based on this trend that I'm seeing right here since 2017. It's bearish. We've gone into a slight bullish trend right here, a short-term bullish trend, and then we were starting to head back down south again. And so this is the new trend. Now I get it, traders. Listen here. All right, let's be real with each other. This market could go ahead and test the backside right here and head south. Or it can blow through, bounce off here, go to this trend line, and then go ahead and head south. All right, it can do that, and then we can take the last option here would be if the market breaks through here, test the backside here, and starts going bullish. All right, so these are our options right here. So what do we do? Okay, well, this is what we do. We take a trading system that we have the confidence in because we built the logic inside an EA system. And we go ahead and say, anytime we add support and resistance, we're going to go ahead and buy or sell. All right. And so once we get to this level, which is the resistance level right here, we're going to deploy it bearish. If it breaks through and comes back to retest this, and we have room for the market to move here, we can go ahead and buy here, look for price to go back up to the top, which is resistance. Then when we get here, we're going to sell again, looking for price to go south. If it goes through and comes back to retest, then we can go ahead and look to buy here. That's what we do, using just automation and technical analysis and combine the two. All right, so because we add resistance, all right, we have to be very clear on the resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. See here, I'm going to go ahead and make sure, look at my, so we're not quite at resistance. Now I can start deploying bearish right now, all right? Because the system that I built is based on the Ichimoku cloud, which is this right here. So the system I built is based on the Ichimoku cloud, and it's based off the 1 hour confirmation. We are bullish on the 1 hour, which means, traders, if price moves through this downward trend line, it's probably going to stay above the Ichimoku cloud. All right. Now, if you're wondering how do I get the strategy, how do I learn a little bit more about the strategy? Well, good news. If you check out the description, check out for what they call End Zone Trader. All right. End Zone Trader is the EA that I use in order to be able to trade these different setups. So check out End Zone Trader. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and at this point right here, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, well, let's go ahead and chance it. Let's go ahead and take the Euro JPY, and I don't think I have one opened over here. No, I don't. Let's go ahead and see. Euro JPY, making double sure I don't have two charts open. No, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up. This is how quickly this is going to go down. Listen, get a timer. Grab your stopwatch if you have to. All right, grab a stopwatch. Take a look how quickly this plays out. How quickly we go ahead and deploy our trading system in that direction. All right, you ready? Go to stopwatch. Check this out. All right. All right, so we've made a decision of exactly what we want to trade. We want to trade the Euro JPY, and we want to go ahead and deploy bearish, right? So here we go. So what we do is we look for the Euro JPY chart. And there it is. Okay, Euro JPY chart. Open up a chart right here. I'm going to go ahead and deploy my system. I've already gone ahead and saved under sell only. And there it is. I'm done. All right, stop your clock. Stop the clock. How long was that? All right, less than 10 seconds. I'm now deploying bearish. I'm now selling, all right, this system going south, right? Check it out in the description. It's called End Zone Trader. That's what I'm using, all right? And we're already up 6% last month, and we keep going this month. Watch me, follow me. Each week, I'll do an update, a weekly update, doing exactly what I'm doing right here. You can follow along with me, all right? Fantastic. All right, now remember, we're not going to be changing this every single day of the week, all right? This is going to be probably deployed for the rest of the week. If things change over the week, then you may want to get involved in my trading room. Now, traders have asked me about my trading room. How can I get involved in my trading room? How can I get into the trading room? Those details also down in the description. Check it out. Get involved in the trading room if you want to have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday live sessions with me for 2 hours. We talk about the exact same concept. Exactly what we're doing here is what we're going to be doing in the trading room, except we're going to be together on a day-to-day basis and paying more attention to the market setups. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we've got going here. We got resistance. So we're bearish right now on Euro JPY. Now I have to go ahead and just update this right here, because now we're going ahead and sell on resistance right here. I've gone ahead and deployed a gear down approach. I'm using the End Zone Trader for this one right here on a 1 hour time frame. And I've gone ahead and deployed it bearish. I've got no trade, but I have deployed it bearish. All right. So I've gone ahead and updated that. I'm going to go ahead and throw in an update on this to today's date. Right. Just to make sure that I know when I go tomorrow and see this. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. Again, looking at the daily time frame. All right, so I look at the daily time frame from a long-term perspective. I notice we're at resistance, right here at the top here. So what do we want to start doing at resistance? It's that simple, traders. We want to start selling. Now, here's the Euro New Zealand dollar. I was selling at resistance. I've been deploying it, trying to get a sell on this. All right, since we got to resistance, I've been looking to sell. Let me see if I've got a trade on this. Nope, no trade on this yet. All right, nothing's been deployed. All right, got no trade on this. Let me go to the Euro New Zealand dollar, because we have deployed something. There it is there. Go ahead and make sure that we are selling. And yep, we're selling only. Fantastic. Nothing more I need to do. Just let the system go ahead and find the trade for us. All right, let the system find the trade for us. Let's go ahead and look for another trading opportunity. We've gone to, let's go to Euro US dollar. What's going on with that? Right. So Euro US dollar was in this big falling wedge right here. We're starting to see a breakout taking place right here from the bottom. And what did we do on this one? We said stand aside because we broke through that resistance. Let's see here. We're waiting for support to be tested. Yep, waiting for support to be tested inside the range. Okay. Now that was, let's see here. That was 27. Let's go back here. All right. We're through. I mean, it took a couple of days and now we're trading through. So guess what we want to do? We want to go ahead and still buy off support, but we're waiting for price to move down and then go long. So we definitely want to go ahead and buy, but we're going to wait. All right, we're not going to go ahead and deploy the system yet. All right, I'm going to wait for the price to move up, then come back to retest, and then we're going to go ahead and look to go long. All right, so we're going to hold back on this one and wait for it to go ahead and deploy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Let's go through a couple of pound pairs. Pound, you know what? Let's go to pound Aussie. Let's see here. With that bearish candle right here, it's a no-brainer. All right, the market now at resistance here. Resistance, we're expecting price to move down. All right, we'll go ahead and kill that. All right, so we're at resistance. There's support, there's resistance. What do you want to do? We want to sell back down to support, right? So let's go take a look here. Pound Aussie. Sell at resistance. That's it. That's what we want to do. We're in a bullish channel. Sell at resistance. It's a no-brainer. All right, it's a no-brainer. So let's go to the EA pound Aussie EA right here, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that we are deploying bearish. All right, there it is there. Bearish only. All right, so bearish only. We're in the right direction. We're just going to wait for the market to go ahead and set up. All right, we've got the trade ready to rock and roll. So just got to wait for everything to line up. So we're definitely going to go bearish on this one right here on the pound Aussie. We're going to look to sell. Let's go ahead and look at the pound Canadian. Let's see it. Back at resistance. Let's take a look and see what our game plan was here. Pound Canadian, sell at resistance. Listen, we spoke about this on the 27th. In fact, last week, the whole last week we've been saying, sell at resistance. And all we're going to do is deploy our system in that direction. So because we're at resistance, let's go ahead and look to see if we can get in on this. Yes, pound Canadian right here, and we're already in. There it is. We're in. We're in a one position right here. We're selling. All right, we're chasing after its target, and we're currently up 0.3% in profits. All right, we're chasing after the 0.8%. So that is the deal right here. And you can see in pips, we're risking about 70 pips. We're chasing after 206 pips. All right, if that's something that you guys relate to more. All right, so we're in on that, and we're currently up around about, let's see here, we're up 72 pips already. So we've basically gained a 1-on-1, and we're looking to gain a 1-to-3. So we've still got about 2/3 of it to go on this trade. All right, so we're long, and we've deployed that system on the 27th. We just allowed the system to go ahead and trade for us. That's how we roll. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next trade. Pound JPY, we said go ahead and sell at resistance on pound JPY. Let's see what happened with pound JPY. Pound JPY, we've been looking the whole last week to sell it to the backside of the resistance here, right here against this this consolidation right here. To sell it right there. And what has it done? It's gone ahead and moved bearish. Are we in on trade? Let's take a look. Yep, we are. We actually got two positions in on this. So we do have the EA does have a add-on position. So it does add on as the market goes ahead and moves in our direction. We add on to that position. And so pound JPY is this one right here. So you can see we do have two positions that are selling right now. We're currently slightly under water. We're minus 0.1% in drawdown. So we're down 36 pips right here. We are chasing after 407 pips. We're risking about 145 pips on this. And we're chasing after 407. So we just allow the market to go ahead and continue. And hey, to be honest with you, let's go ahead and analyze this. So we're at a stop right here. So granted, traders, that there is that chance that price may want to go ahead and move back up again, find resistance here, and then go ahead and sell off. So we can make a decision to get out of this right here and rather wait for price to come back up to resistance, because we did get in on this a little late, but I think we picked up some positive trades on the way down. So this is adding on to already a run that we've got in on. Let's take a look. Let me see here. Trade history. Yeah, check it out. There we picked up some sells. So we've already picked up some positive trades already over last week. There it is there. We picked up 246 pips on that right there. It was a risk-reward ratio of 1-to-3. So we definitely are in the right direction. We're picking up some good solid trades on that. There's another trade right here. Also a sell. That one we actually lost 41 pips on that. Lost 0.25% risk. And then we picked up, so we lost the first trade, and then the second trade picked up, and we picked up a nice 246 pips on that trade. So yeah, granted this, let's be real, right? There are going to be trades that we may lose on, right? We may pick up a trade and end up losing on a trade, and that's okay, all right? It's okay if it's something that you've never thought about, if it's something you thought will never exist, all right, that we'll never lose on a trade, all right, then I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now and just open up Pandora's box to the fact that, hey, guys, there is the chance of losing a trade. Listen, that's real. That's trading, all right? You're not going to win every single trade as much as we'd love to. You know, you are going to take some losses. Even a guy that's really successful in his trading and picks up great entry point, you're going to take some losers, all right? And if you're going to be holding on, and I don't want you to be that. I don't want you to be that person that holds on to trades, gets married to a trade, and you don't want to let go, even though the market's moving against you. You've got to start learning to cut your losses. And that's where the automation is going to help you. It's going to help you to eliminate the emotions, right? To get in when you need to get in, get out when you need to get out, continue to trade when you need to continue to trade, all right? And then hold the trade until your target, which some of us tend to take our profits early because we get scared of profits. In fact, that is a thing. That is really a thing. Where traders are actually afraid of profits, all right? Where they look at profit and they go, man, I got to just take it out of the market and run right now, all right? Don't do that and don't be that trader, all right? Okay, good. So JPY, pound JPY, we're still selling. Again, if you're not in on the pound JPY, then maybe you could wait for price to move back up to resistance and sell off there. And if it doesn't get back and it goes head south, then make a decision that you're okay with that, all right? Don't be the one to want to jump in now on the run. All right, don't be the one to jump in on the run. Let's go ahead and take a look at pound Swiss. Pound Swiss is heading south. We picked up, I think, quite a few positions on this, and we're out on the pound Swiss at the moment right now. Let's see here. I believe. Let's see here. Pound Swiss. Did we stand aside on this one? I think we're in and out. Let's double check this. Pound Swiss. Yep, we're actually on the sideline. We're not in on this. And the reason why we're not in this is down here in the description. Let's see here. Price in the range, looking for the backside of the channel to sell on the counter trend line. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. We're looking for price to come to the backside and then sell at the backside. Didn't quite happen for us. Prices moved down south. We missed out on the support right here as well. So we're on the sideline on the pound Swiss franc. And it's okay to miss out. All right, it's okay to say, hey, I'm done. I'm not looking at any more trading opportunities on this particular pair. And now that the market's coming down to support, guess what we want to do? We probably want to go ahead and buy long, right? So now when price was hitting resistance here, and now we're getting price coming down, coming to support down here, guess what? We may want to be a buyer in the market. All right, we may want to start looking to buy on this particular pair. So, hey, the opportunity is sell opportunity is done. Now we may be looking for some buying opportunities for price to move back up again. So let's go to pound Swiss right here and say, hey, you know what? Let's start thinking about buying. All right, go to our trading system right here. I'm going to update this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say in the bullish channel, I'm going to say buy at support right here. I'm going to go ahead and change this. Say we're going to go with a gear down approach. My bad, just hang on, a gear down approach. Gear down approach just means I'm going to go to the 15 and the 1 hour. Gear down, sorry. I'm going to go with end zone trader right here. I'm going to use that as my trading strategy. 1 hour time frame for direction and 50 minutes to implement. And then I'm going to go ahead and deploy bullish right here. So I'm going to update this right now to today's date. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my system right here under pound Swiss franc. And I don't see, hang on. I don't see it. I'm going to double check. I always double check to make sure I don't have duplicates here. Pound Swiss franc. Nope, nothing in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pound Swiss franc right here. Look for pound Swiss franc. And if you're going to grab that timer again, there I've gone and open up the charts. I'm going to go look for buy only option right here and deploy it. I'm ready to go. All right, that's it. We're done. All right, we're deploying bullish. Now, when the conditions line up, it's going to put me into the trade. All right, only when the conditions line up, it's going to put me into the trade. All right, cool. All right, that's it. Done. Let's go ahead and take a look at pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look here. Oh man, this is a no-brainer right here. What do you think we want to do here? If you look at this right here and you see yourself at resistance, you know it straight off the bat. What are you going to do? We want to sell pound New Zealand dollar. Let's see what we're already doing here. I always refer back to this document because it gives me a quick access document to see what we're doing. We're selling at resistance right here. All right, so we're already starting to deploy right here. You can see that we're already preparing ourselves from last week to sell on the pound New Zealand dollar. There it is there. If I go ahead and take a look at the system says that we are currently, that's it. We're selling only. All right, selling only. That's what we want to do. Not complicated at all, guys. Not complicated at all. Keeping it very simple. Let's do the last one right here. Pound US dollar. Pound US dollar. And all right, so this is one of those pairs that you look at right here and you go, I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason to want to get in on this trade. All right. only if I was, look, the only thing that we want to do here is sell on the top. Sell on the top, but right now, do nothing. All right, do nothing. We don't want to do anything with this because we're not at support and we should be in a sell mode. We should be in sell mode from the top right here. So let's take a look and see what we've got going here. We're already in a sell mode. And we've been selling since the top right there. Since the top of the channel, we've been selling. Let's see if we're in any positions on this. And we are. There it is. We got 2 positions in right here. 1, 2. And I'm going to go to the chart itself here on the MT4 platform. And there it is. There's our 2 trades right here. The market just recently broken. I think we've picked up a few trades on this already. We're up about 0.1% on this trade. That is the overall profit right now, about 0.1%. But if we take a look at the setups right here, and I'm going to go to, let's see here, sell. What am I looking for here? You see here, that's a sell there. Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and take a look and see if we had any trades in on this previously. Oh yeah, take a look here. So last week on the 28th, we actually closed out. It was a 24-hour trade. We picked up a trade. We picked up 147 pips on that, closed it out. Then we picked up another trade as well. That actually was open and closed on the same day. There it is, pound US dollar. We sold, picked up 115 on that, closed that one out. So we've been picking up some good trades over here. That ends up, I think these were dual entry points or add-on entry points. Sorry, my bad. If I actually go to the comment on this, it'll probably tell me. But this is actually a double. There it is there, sell, boom, boom, out. Yeah, so this was a add-on. I believe this was an add-on. Yep. So this was an add-on position right here. And let's go back right here. Okay, so that was the add-on position right there. So we picked up 143, 147. And the reason why I know it's an add-on because look at the price it closed out at. 127.65, 127.65. So this definitely was an add-on and closed out the same price target. So we picked up 263 pips right here. We picked up on that, which gave us a little bit over 1% net profit on that trade. There was the pound yourself. So you can see how we get in on the top, and now we're continuing, right? We're going to continue to trade in that direction. And we've just recently got new positions in right here. You can see there they are. So this is new positions from the top, right? We've just added new positions in. So we'll continue, all right? We'll continue to trade itself. And then as the market pulls back on that, we'll get in and out and trade it, continue trade short. And maybe we take a couple of losses on the way, but overall we'll be net positive. And that's what we're looking for right here, all right? We allow the system to go ahead and continue to trade for us. So we are bearish on pound US dollar. And we're looking for price to come back up to this support and maybe come back down to this support right here before we go ahead and start cashing out and maybe start reversing it and going long. All right, so that's pretty much what it is right here. So a couple of things to look out for this week. Number one, make sure that you pay attention to the news. We've got the Aussie news coming out this evening, expected to cut the rates by 25 basis points. All right, that's the one thing. The other thing that you also have to look out for is the non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll is coming out this week as well. On Friday, looks like the data might be reporting weaker. We didn't look at the US dollar setup, but the US dollar setup could possibly be looking for a correction move. In fact, we looked at it last week, and we're certainly seeing that that dollar is looking for a correction move. So if dollar is looking for a correction move, that's going to support the data based on the fact that we're looking for weaker data coming out. And in 2 weeks, possibly a rate cut here in the US that could also create either a weaker move on the dollar itself. But I do know that the Feds are going to take steps to be able to support the issue around the coronavirus. And if that's going to be the case, then we may see some additional interventions as we move forward in the month as well. With that being said, traders, have a fantastic week. Good luck with your trading. Like I said, just keep it simple and then follow the directional bias with deployment of trading systems. Trading systems are awesome if used correctly. And so the first thing you need to identify is directional bias. Once you've got that, you're on your way. Just deploy the system in that direction. And once again, the description below has got all the details on where you can get the end zone trader and how you can get involved in my trading room if you want to get involved in that as well. All right, good stuff. Fantastic. You guys have a fantastic week. Good luck with your trading, and I'll see you next week. This is FX Big Dog signing off.